Internal platforms often offers benefits like cost savings and efficiency gains, which can seem a little exciting or unsexy and can easily get prioritized compared to those revenue generating initiatives. So how do you elevate the value of internal platforms to the same level? Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Teresa and I'm a product director based in Melbourne, Australia. And on this channel, we explore strategies and tools that inspire us to keep growing in our product career. Before we dive in, let's set the stage. This video is for product managers overseeing internal platforms that enable internal teams to generate value. Now we understand how challenging it can be to prioritize internal platform work, which often doesn't seem as exciting or sexy as creating a new revenue streams or developing new customer experiences. And sometimes the value of this work isn't fully appreciated. In this video, I will share 3 techniques I've used to connect the value of the internal platforms to the business objective to give it even playing field as revenue generating initiatives. I'll go through how to visually map out the connection to make them simple to understand, the top 5 questions to ask internal partners to uncover the value, and how to track value creation of internal platforms so you and your team can celebrate the success. So let's jump into how we map out the value for internal platforms. Now, starting with identifying the platform's role, we want to ask ourselves, what is the role or the jobs to be done on this platform? For example, if you have an API-driven platform, it can involve enabling building certain applications, services that is simple and easy to consume or enhance on performance and scalability. Now, for a tooling platform, it involves enabling better decision-making through data logic, automation tasks to drive efficiency and unlocking capacity. Next is to identify the users of the platform, those who have a direct relationship with you. For an API-driven platform, most of the time there are developers who consume APIs for specific services. For a tooling platform, there could be multiple internal business teams and other customer-facing teams. And finally, connecting to the business objective. For identifying those users, you need to find out these teams' objective and goals and how they connect to the overarching business goals. For example, for API-driven platforms, you might have a front-end experience team that uses the APIs to improve customer experience in order to drive customer retention. Meanwhile, you could have another platform team that requires the API to improve performance, that reduces time of pushing information to a third-party platform that enables the business to improve off-site marketing to increase customer acquisition. Now, for a tooling platform, you might have a commercial team that focuses on optimizing product pricing and promotions to drive customer acquisition and retention. And a customer service team might aim to automate some tasks to unlock capacity that can be used to improve servicing of customers and increase net promoter scores, in which return drive customer loyalty. Now, as you can see, what we are trying to do here is simply connecting multiple dots to find the ultimate outcome that you are enabling these teams to connect to the business goal. This visual can potentially expose what are the shared goals you have with the teams and enable your team to see how they contribute to the overarching business goals, even if it's about work improving internal teams. Now let's look at the top 5 questions I asked my internal partners to help me understand how my internal platform ladders up to the overarching business goals. Question number 1 is, what are your team's primary objective in the next quarter or this year? Now, this will help you understand the goals and milestones of each of the teams aim to achieve and find potentially shared goals to align with. Question number 2, how do these goals align to the overarching business objective? Now, understanding this connection ensures that the team goals contributed to the greater business strategy. This will give you context on how enabling these teams can contribute to the overarching business and company goals. Number 3 is, who is your target audience? Now, each team may have a different target audience that can be segmented. Knowing the target audience is critical for you tailoring your internal platform experience to meet their specific needs and ensuring that they will also use the platform when it's being built. Question number 4, What current problems are blocking you from reaching your goals? Internal teams often love to tell you what needs to be built, but this question will help you identify the problems and allow your team to figure out different ways to solve them. And the final question is, what value will the team create when capacity is being unlocked by the internal platform? Now, this is a crucial question to understand. If your internal platform were to deliver value by creating capacity, what would these teams use this extra capacity for to contribute to the overarching business goals? I have found that articulating this part of the internal platform work has stood out to the teams and management as a means of continuing to invest in improving the internal platforms. Finally, how do we keep track of all the shared goals and internal platform contribution to the overarching business goals? Here's a couple of things. First, set clear metrics. Define specific measure metrics to track progress on shared goals. You can leverage the OKR framework. For more details, check out my video on John Doe's on Measure What Matters with more detail on the structure and how to use OKRs. Share and collaborate your metrics with the internal partners to form a joint accountability and demonstrate how it connects to the overarching business goals. Next, create a centralized documentation for maintaining details of the goals, milestones, and contribution to ensure there's transparency and accountability. Establish a continuous feedback loop with internal partners to ensure alignment and address any issues that arises. And lastly, showcase your progress of these shared OKRs to create awareness for your team and the business to demonstrate how it all connects to the business goals. Ultimately, you are looking to identify shared goals that your internal platform will contribute to, and then build a strategic context to align these goals with a broader business objective. This will help you clearly frame up what are the problems you are solving for the users, why does it matter, what outcome you hope to achieve with internal platforms, but also strategically for the business. Now, this alignment ensures that your platform work is valuable and strategically relevant to the organization's success. If you find this video helpful or inspiring, please hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. Also, if you'd like to share your advice or tips on how to connect internal platform goals to the business objective, please share in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.